All right. I don't know how to intro because I don't do this league, but I'm pretty much going to echo exactly what Lightrose just said. Welcome back. Next game is Valkyries versus Homeland Nova. And if you were not with us, we just saw Goo Goo Dolls pummel 7-2 Mirage Scouts on Coastline. Word of the wise. Don't take Goo Goo Dolls to Coastline. Just don't. Stop. It's like taking SSG to Club or Parabellum to Chalet. Just don't do it.
Don't do it.
You're not going to win.
Yeah. But now we're on our second and last match of the day. And once again, is teams that have not taken a loss yet, but one of them are going to have to. It's Valkyries versus Homeland Nova. And Valkyries being the newer in Homeland Nova, once again, they're kind of the team that we have seen. Again, look at these rosters. We can see on the side of Valkyries, we've got Zeal, Val, Psyche, Astra, and Ancient One. And on the side of Homeland Nova, we got Tex, Dread, Secret, Ava, Strony, and Dire.
Oh no, Psyche and Astra are on the same team? Oh my god. I see enough of their tweets on the timeline. I didn't think I was going to have to cast them in this league.
Yeah.
So
you've been put in an unfortunate situation.
Yeah. I know, let's see. I know Val, Psyche, Astra, Tex, and Ava. The other lovely ladies in this match I have not had the pleasure of casting or seeing on Twitter, now that I think about it. So a lot of this match, actually half the lobby, is going to be pretty much completely new to me. But like you said, both teams are 1-1. Or sorry, 1-0. They someone will end up being 1-1 by the end of today. And on paper,
yeah, it's hard to say who's kind of that's the thing, is we have more of Homeland than we do Valkyries. The only time we've seen Valkyries in this league was when they went up against Tachanka's Angels, and that was also kind of what we just saw with that previous match. It was kind of a stomp. And yeah, stomps are very good for the teams that obviously win them, but they're also not very good for critically analyzing what a team is good at and where they struggle in. So this is where we could see Valkyries, whether they can really stand up to the test of Project Eris, or Homeland Nova is just going to walk all over them. But obviously we are going to need a place for this entire battle to play. Is it going to be exactly where we were again? That's a question.
Well, if it's Coastline or Oregon, I'm dipping out of the VMix call. All right, we're not off to a great start. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah! Round 2! You thought you could leave. You've been ensnared into Coastline. So, same thing. Different teams. Is it fair to expect the same thing? I don't think so. I think that we're going to see a lot less of a one-sided affair. That's the hope, at least. I personally picked Valkyries from what I saw and what I've seen of Homeland Nova. I think that Valkyries definitely have the contention to beat Homeland Nova, but Coastline is a different map than all of these other maps.
Never in my, September? Never in my nearly 2 years of casting have I ever seen Coastline or casted Coastline twice in a row. Ever.
Well,
Ever. Just because Coastline is just never really a map that gets played all too often. It's almost like it's like a pocket map for a lot of teams. Not a lot of people are comfortable with it because of the play style. Not a lot of people like it because of the big giant donut in the middle. Pretty hard to play around as the defense. But I guess these teams are not shying away from it. Now, I guess, if there is a map I would want to cast twice in a row, if I had to choose any, it would be either Coast or Chalet. So I suppose I should at least look at a, glass half full, at least be happy for that. But again, we were talking about limited data on the teams. What I can say with the utmost confidence is that my vote is going to Homeland for one very big reason, Light Rose. And you know what that reason is?
What is that? Correct. That's definitely an important thing to
She
consider.
knows. She knows I'm messing with her. She knows I love her. Fun fact: I've played 2 1v1s against Psyche, and my record is 22-2.
That's
So
that's very one side. It's almost a Goo Goo Dolls level.
okay, Astra, we're gonna pretend like I'm gonna pretend like I didn't just see that. Thatcher is gonna be the first ban. When it comes to Coastline, Coastline is really the only map in the entire pool, and likely will continue to be the only map in the entire pool as Bank is coming in, to really not be a real Thatcher ban map. We usually see other stuff banned instead because Thatcher is just, while he is good, he's not nearly as pivotal as he is on every other map in the pool. So Thatcher being banned, though, I'm sure it's probably just a comfort thing.
Mm-hmm.
Zoe, the next one, I don't know.
M762,
Coastline,
the LMGE
right?
Gober.
After the nerf, and now that the LMG is here, I mean, I don't think the LMG is a good enough gun to warrant a ban in and of itself. And Coastline is just not as utility heavy as something like where we see the Zoe bans on like Oregon, for example. So that's definitely an interesting ban. Maybe it's a counter ban. Who knows? You know, we don't really have a lot of data on the teams. But Valkyrie and Mira, those are two ops that we don't really need to get into. Standard bans.
Yep, and double bar is gonna be the first time. No kitchen, no second floor. Instead, it is just gonna be those 2 bars on the first floor. And Jackal has gone through. We did not see a Jackal on that first map. Is that going to make a difference? We see a Bruni Malusiega. Those are kind of the roaming operators that we might see out of the 2. Obviously, we've seen roaming smokes in our lifetime, but then again, you don't want to see a real smoke offsite.
Yeah, the Roman smoke, the poison, Callum poison Keegan special. I don't think we're going to be seeing that. At least, I hope not. Especially since Val has the shotgun, so not the most. But the FMG9 is definitely more conducive to a roam than the shotgun combo is. Double bar being the first site, also an interesting decision from Valkyries. This is normally the tertiary. We don't often see it played up first. They will be employing, it looks like, a couch hold. There's 2 ADSs stacked there. I imagine Zeal will probably put an Aruni gate over there at some point as well. You're going to have the shield set up from Val here too. So this is a very pivotal spot. Not too difficult for the attackers to take, especially because there's no mute. So all they really have to do is take Dire. Oh no, I forgot there's a Cade. If they can clear the Electroclaw, that is, by going above as you normally do on a hookah defense, all you got to do is take Dire, open the wall, and you don't have to sacrifice any of that utility or burn for clearing the shield to clear the position.
And drones going on forward, trying to gain that kind of information on the roamers. If we can obviously see that last match, the absence of a Jackal was very, very important, and it made the roaming that much more important. And I mentioned how we might see, those 3 roamers. Instead, it is going to be Ancient One, actually, on those white stairs, and Zeal trying to defend each of those stairs. Yeah, just hanging out by the stairs, and instead, it is going to be Zeal, taking the first death of the entire match, and now we are seeing that vertical play go on through. And who is going to be the next victim? Is Homeland just going to continue on droning forward? 2 minutes left. They have drones. They got utility. There's so much standing in the way, but they have so much utility to deal with.
That's a good first pick. Very early on, it seemed like Strona, I imagine, caught the Aruni on a rotate, but something is pinging this attacker. And why do I feel like it is the Aqua Cam that has not been shot out? That is really the only source of defense that, the only source of intel that the defense can currently have on Tex. And Ancient One is very hungry for that kill, as you hear the pings going off over and over again. The attackers maybe not doing their due diligence on those defaults. Tex looking to still walk in as now she's got help, but Ancient One is ready for the flank of Strona. Down goes your Lion now. Still EE1Ds had in the pocket. It seemed like Homeland were just as aware of Ancient One's position as she was of them, but it's still going to be the defense getting that trade.
attackers are activating the diffuser.
Repulsion device planted.
I just realized it says Lyra's just pinging me and said she's swapping her mic. Well, I'm alone. Sorry about the weird silence. H1 is going to take a lot of damage from the Cool Vibe stairs in the post-plant text with good Overwatch. And there are still C4s on the defense. They can find some quick, easy kills if those players are accessible to the positions, especially if there are any holding vertically. But as they hit the air jab, that's going to slow down their progress even more. One of those defenders is going to get taken out. It's just Psyche and Astra, but as Psyche goes down, so does the cover. That's a pretty easy round to start off for Homeland. The initial roam clear, after getting the Rooney, was a little bit shaky. I didn't expect Ancient One to survive for that long, but we saw Val unaware of the hole directly above her. I'm not quite sure how that hole was made, but Val was oblivious to it. That was an easy kill for Ava, and that was the site pick Homeland needed. Not only did you take out the pink player, you also took out the smoke. That just allowed for an easy plant right through. They had the vertical, they had the horizontal, they pretty much had everything covered, and by the time they backed off, it was too late.
And right now, with Homeland getting that advantage, now Valkyries have to go to the primary bomb, essentially down around. And that's something that's why going to these kind of tertiary bomb sites first, you can get that kind of surprise factor, but if you lose it, you kind of handicapped yourself because you now start down around and you have to come back, win that round, and kind of give yourself a little bit of a momentum boost. And Maestro going to be on the board instead of the Kaid. We're kind of seeing those cameras put in these situations. I want to see... it would have been very cool to see Ancient One kind of put some holes into that softball so they can see possibly through the entirety of 90, where therefore they could have ADSs to cover any grenades, but I guess there's got to be a reason for that. I'm not a coach for a reason, so... But, oh, no, I think there it is. Very cool. Thank you, Kanye.
Interesting from Zeal, alone, down in office with a... What the hell? Did you see a reflex on the Roni?
I feel like...
Wow, I did. That is insane. Alright. Choosing to go with the reflex. Definitely, not a very calm decision, but it looks like she's paying the price for it. Zeal down to 1 HP. She will get the hell out of office wisely. So, Ava was landing some very nice shots onto the body of the Mozzie. Unfortunately, couldn't connect with the head or the kill, so she'll let Zeal slip away and perhaps heal on the site. But no, the Mozzie's perfectly happy to just stay downstairs and I guess hope and pray that she's not going to get fully cleared so she can use that C4.
Zeal is... I don't know if they're at the point where literally a flashbang hitting their face could kill them, but as you can obviously see, the Thunderbird, yeah, that is why those are so important, because now Zeal could possibly take an extra bullet, which could win them the gunfight, and by the time that the timer starts to reset, Zeal could get healed up again. There's 3 of those spread all around, and yep, it'll be just a little bit more. That's why Thunderbird might actually see a lot more. We've seen more, and simply because of these plays, Zeal now is really able to put forth a stronger effort. Even though Psyche does go down, you kind of trade that out. You have still a C4 in your pocket, you have 3 smoke canisters, and Homeland are just slowly inching their way forward. That this round is going very, very well for Valkyries, despite them having Psyche down.
Yeah, the only really thing I would be concerned about is the fact that you've lost a C4, but they still have the backup on Zeal, like you had mentioned, buffeted by just obscene amount of plant denial they have. But VIP control sways the way of the attackers as they have, I believe, that wall open, looking into Cocktail. The shield is also gone, and Homeland will leave Strona over there while rotating around to do an Aqua take. You've got 3 players dedicated to pushing this position. Smokes on Tex, plenty of burn over here as well if they need to take anything out, like those Evil Eyes, which I imagine there's at least one staring at this position. But Dire is just going to be able to sneak in. The smoke canister's missing. None of the Evil Eyes actually watching the default plant spot, and Ancient One cannot get an angle, at least not a safe one. Dire gets the plant down as well as gets away. Val exposes herself to the VIP crossfire held by Strona, and Astra will die to it as well. It's a triple kill for the Lion. EE1D going out to waste even more time, and it's Zeal and Ancient One stuck inside of Cocktail. Down goes the Maestro. A quad kill for Strona, holding this down. The premier flank watch of the lobby right now, and that leaves it all on Zeal. The Mozzie, who was tagged up so low earlier, slinking back to the site, the safety of those Thunderbirds healing her up, but now, well, no pun intended, she's in dire straits. Ping's going out on the Lion, but it might not matter. I mean, there's only 7 seconds left. The Mozzie has lost this round. Tex just adds insult to injury by getting that final kill, and it's another attack.
The ace got yoinked. We're 1 kill away from getting that kill. It was kind of funny just to see essentially Strona getting kill after kill, not even moving, just having Valkyries feed into her line of sight. But a good job by Homeland in kind of putting that default down, sticking to it as well. The smoke canisters weren't there. The Maestro cams just weren't able to hit their mark. And Homeland was really able to recognize that, put it down, and just dominate throughout that. Putting Strona inside of Hall of Fame really just shut down any chance of retake that they had, because they were just funneled inside of couches, inside of bar. Where do you go from there? You can't go into hookah. You can't go into billiards. You're just stuck between a rock and a hard place, and that's something that Homeland continues to do well, is just punish Valkyries for their mispositioning.
Not only that, too. Speaking of mispositioning, right? No one actually looked at Strona.
Yeah.
Everyone got shot in the back. Val was trying to swing the planter, got shot in the back. Astra was also trying to retake into Cocktail. He got shot in the back. Maestro attempting to peek into pool or into billiards, got shot in the side. No one actually looked at the line. It was like she was in a Panda montage. So I don't know if it was like a communication breakdown from Valkyries, or maybe again ignorant of the angles that Strona had available to her. Either way, solid attack from Homeland. Now Valkyries is going to try again. Hopefully they don't lose Psyche early on, who is actually bringing Impact instead of the C4, curiously enough. Not using them either. The other thing is the Maestro placements in the last round. It's not just that the Maestros, the Evil Eyes, couldn't find their mark. They weren't properly placed to do so to begin with. The Evil Eye placed in Cocktail couldn't see default. The smokes missed. From there, the round was pretty much over with the plant.
Smoke canisters, I think that it takes a lot of muscle memory out of smoke players now that the glitch spotter is essentially over. They have to actually peek. Whoa. Crazy that you have to actually put a little thought into where your smoke canisters are instead of placing them and abusing the Rainbow Six Siege physics engine.
Yeah, smoke clipping being taken out was actually quite the change for a lot of sites, including Hookah. No longer doing
For the
that
better,
corner.
though. For the better.
Oh, definitely, yeah. Smoke becoming a little bit more skill-based. Something that we are seeing completely different from the previous round is Ava. Instead of directly clearing this Mozzie, is happy to just hold outside the door. So for now, Zeal is just going to sit there. She's not being forced back. She's not taking damage. She's not really being pressured. But Tex will get the first one. And oh no.
Located by attackers.
That is the Maestro. That is the Maestro dead first. And was Zeal chasing a drone just now?
Yeah, it's the toddler got loose and the parent just had to chase it down. But I think Zeal just walking straight into the line of fire of Ava, it feels like it's further cementing this round into the ground. With only 3 members left alive, Val has put down one of the smoke canisters. I don't think they've been detonated yet, but the fact that you don't have any C4s, all you have left is those 2 to 3 smoke canisters, and the fact that Homeland A has been outgunning you and has that better man count in general. it's making this a really hard site to defend as longer time goes on. Now that we've reached 20 seconds, Strona, VIP once again, they're just staying in that spot as Strona's lair. The E1D goes out. Valkyries, the chances of keeping this round really to a minimum is just dwindling slowly away, but Dire has not gotten that default plant down. Has not planted down at all. There we go. They've got about 2 seconds left. 1 hit point is all they need, but they are going to get it down, and it's just Astra and Psyche left. Astra on 25 HP, and they're going to go just a little bit forward, and they're going to find the kill onto Dire, but pay with it for their own life. Psyche having full HP and having that spear as well. If they can find one, this could be a snowball into finding the retake as well, but we get close to that 20-second margin, and at that point, you have almost no chance of winning a 3v1. Strona is actually going to rotate out of Hall of Fame into Hookup, but Psyche taking too much damage to deal with, and Homeland continuing on their 3-round streak in this map.
Yeah, it was a little bit shaky. The attack there from Homeland, it was definitely a lot more down to the wire than in previous rounds concerning time, but they still made it work. Eventually, the Mozzie got, I guess, baited by a drone there. The smoke coverage from Val was not adequate enough. It was almost there. It lit up Dire so low. Dire was forced to plant because of the time delay, but unfortunately, there was not enough gas in the hands of the defense. The Evil Eyes, again, ineffectual because of the early death of your Maestro, who I don't even know how she died. I think in like Aqua or something, which is definitely odd. So the plant went down. And of course, you know, there's coverage from Aqua. There's people on the big window. You got Strona holding down VIP. You know, like if she dies in the game, she's going to die in real life. I mean, she's been monstrous on that position. And again, Homeland just, because of the lack of plant coverage, that's one less box that they have to check.
Yeah,
everything is just in order.
That was the thing, is Dire was on almost 1 HP. If they would have gotten a shred of smoke, a single stray bullet, then that round would have fallen in Valkyrie's hands because of just how low the timer was. Dire, I believe, got the plant down with zeros on the clock in that kind of that limbo state where you don't know if they're planting or not. So Homeland, not the strongest round, but they're still up 3-0. Valkyries have yet to get a single round, and that round was probably the closest that they've been. And even that one wasn't really successful in terms of competitive Rainbow Six Siege, but Kitchen could possibly change. We see the Clash. That's a vastly different operator, but Strona's just going to walk right on in, find one, and just the site is essentially clear. The smoke is going to find one shotgun bolt. That's going to allow a rotate of the defenders, but the Fuser has gone down, and it's just a Clash all alone. I was trying to make up for Valkyrie's the Clash decision, and you could just see in the chat, they're confused as well, and that is just pure bullying at its finest right there.
I mean, hey, they saw the opportunity and they seized it. You saw how much info they had on the site. Strona with a massive play, sprinting in, frying the player in kegs, and the plant going down immediately from Dire. Beautifully timed all around from the attack of Homeland. I mean, again, all their bases covered. They knew they could effectively ignore the Clash because they had someone lobby distracting her. I mean, even if the Clash knew the rush was coming, I mean, what the hell is she going to do about it? And the rest of the players were off site. It was just a Smoke alone who bit the dust very shortly after getting that trade on the Lion. Wonderful from Homeland. That's the kind of adaptation we love to see, and they will continue their streak. They are up 4-0. The gap keeps getting wider.
Oh, well, We talked a little bit earlier how when teams, their backs are against the wall, they default to trap operators. I think our hypothesis is becoming true. Frost, Legion, Capcan, can it get any worse than this in terms of relying on single damage-dealing utility?
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, this is the knee-jerk reaction
5 seconds left before
is the trap ops. So, oh my god, Psyche is running Reflex Suppressor on Capcan. Alright.
That's what I used to run when I was like level 25. So
Listen, if Psyche gets a kill with it, I'll forgive it. I'll take back everything bad I've ever said about her, both on this current cast and on Twitter, if she gets a kill with this suppressed cap can. So
that's a big challenge.
yeah, well, see if she's up to the task. Strona, by the way, right now is 7-2. She has been incredible this match so far. We'll see if Homeland are able to hold on with these traps. Legion, Capcan, Frost, plenty of damage dealing traps, as you had mentioned earlier. Psyche is post up inside the site with that C4. Very happy to see she's got the C4 and not the impacts like she had on Thunderbird, since they do have, the secondary shock into the Frost, the impact of the Legion and all that. They are pretty far extended on the horizontal. The Frost of Ancient One just kind of over there to shoot drones. We'll quickly fall back. I like the decision not to engage, because so far Homeland has been on top of their shots.
And Strona as well. It feels like it hasn't been just these massive flicks coming out. Homeland has just set themselves up really well to find these really, really easy kills. I just obviously think of Strona inside of Hall of Fame, aiming down into the site and just finding kill after kill after kill. And that is what makes, I think, a better Siege team, is when you're setting yourself up to claim these, really quote-unquote easy kills. And then you find yourself up 4-0 against Valkyries. Now is still the suppressor has yet to find any damage done. It's along with the EDDs. Yeah, we're all rooting for the cap can suppressor kill. That is the goal of this round. Homeland might like 7-0, but if Psyche gets a single suppressed cap can kill, it'll be all
I believe in her. I have faith in Psyche. There's only 52 seconds left. The last time Homeland let the time run down this long, it was a very scary situation, and Secret is going to get hit by one of those traps, the Frost. Unfortunately, nobody downstairs is going to be able to capitalize, so Secret will get revived, but it is good damage on the Nomad, down to just 20 HP after the revive. Psyche actually still has a Capcan trap in pocket. That's interesting. She's now made a melee hole as well, nearly spotting Dire. She'll see the Hibana run in, but where's the anti-plant? The C4s have to come out. Ava dies, but that's not the planter. That's not who you need to kill. The C4s don't come out at all. The plant is forfeit, and now there's the equalizer from Strona, still inside of VIP, wreaking havoc, distracting this defense. She doesn't even have to get aggressive. She can just waste time. The C4 from Psyche is gonna miss. Time bleeding away more and more. The Frost will win her fight. Ancient One takes out the Demon of Strona. That's an important position to take as the defense, but these repels can still hit hard, especially Secret. Ancient One's gonna get a second though. Zeal is gonna be going for the default plant. She's gonna be going for the counter. Tex is gonna find two, and the pistol from Secret stops the counter defuse. It's Astra alone. She has to stick it, and Secret will clutch up on the repel along with Tex. Double kills for both of them, and Homeland do not let the round slip away.
Oh, the pistol kill coming out in the end, and that is, I think that's the sign of a team that is just absolutely in control. When the last two kills of the round came out on pistols with just headshots, the fact that the Jaeger just had to commit to the defuse. We've seen a plant come out from Homeland almost every single round. And it's just the Valkyries kind of are leaving this site open. They aren't really setting it up. They're not having smoke canisters try to take out default. They aren't putting Meister cams in the area. No C4s as well. Homeland just kind of gets to set that down, walk away, and the round is theirs. We see 5-0. Now we go on over to Hookah and Billiards, where we just were, where we have not seen Valkyries get a single round, and they're still dedicating trying to get to Hookah and Bar. Bandit, Pulse. You can see with these operator choices, it's just desperation.
Yeah, I don't know. They really want to go for Hookah. That tells me they're not really too confident on their other sites. Also, Astra placing the barbed wire maybe a little bit too close together on Cool Vibes, but that's whatever. They do have more C4. They've got 3 in their pockets, as well as the info of the Pulse. I think they figure, hey, if Homeland are going to hit fast and they're going to hit the site hard, we might as well have some extra intel below. So this time, our C4s aren't late. Our C4s are on point. And hey, if it works out for them, beautiful adaptation. But you're still bringing the Legion? And you're bringing a bandit. I mean, why bandit?
Yeah, that
It's to stop the VIP breach, I guess. But you can just
MP7.
I don't know if she's playing it for the gun or if she's playing it to. Oh, yep, yeah, she's playing it for the gun. I just know she has all 4 batteries in her pocket.
Oh yeah, well.
And well, so much for that. Oh, was
Well.
that a wallbang? It was.
Ooh,
Could kill Ava.
that's pretty. That's pretty nice. And even Psyche, being on that heart scanner, wasn't able to call out anything else. So now you lose utility. No bandit batteries were in place, and now the C4 gone out. It's not. They're still on the roof. Psyche. Yeah, it's. Depth perception. It's hard.
That is a little bit unfortunate. A missed C4 is big, considering you had 3 and 1 died. You have lost 2/3 of your only form of plant denial. And like you said, Homeland have gotten the plant down every round. Dire is currently 5 for 5. Every plant going to her. She has been incredible so far as a support player this map. All she cares about is getting that case down. Astra's going to take an aggressive fight here in Aqua. Holding firm, she'll get one, but alas, it'll end up being an even trade as Ava finds the head of the Jaeger. C4 looking like it wants to go out from Zeal, but it might be too early unless she's just prepping for it, which is definitely possible. She knows where the default plant spot is. This might be the first unsuccessful plant that Dire will have if Zeal can find it. But the site players are falling. Strona will be the next to find a kill. Down goes Val. It is just Zeal and Psyche. And both of them are downstairs. If Homeland reads into this, and the fact that one of those players downstairs is the Pulse, well, if they plant on the pool table, that's pretty much round over. Dire will start the plant, but where's Psyche? She's not in a position to actually find the planter, and like I said, here it is. Beautiful from Homeland. Dire plants on the pool table. She is 6 for 6. Never seen anything like it. Ava will go down, or Ava will get a kill onto Psyche. The Pulse goes down through the pre-made floor holes. Zeal, 1v4 post plant, stuck downstairs. This is going to be a flawless half from Homeland.
Yeah, I mean, Zeal, there isn't much they can do at all. Stuck in Blue Bar, no way to get up to the 2nd floor. They just kind of have to use all that alcohol around them and drown out the sorrows of a 6-0 Coastline defense. And some way in the depths of their minds feel like they can pull off that 6-7-0, and it doesn't even end on time. It ends on a pretty good kill on Strona, who has been really lighting up tonight in that kill feed.
That was beautiful from Strona. Clean. And, yeah. 6-0 flawless half. Coming off of a triple kill from Ava in the final attack, and 6 plants. Like I said, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in any league. Dire is the support right now in this match. She's going to be on the smoke duty. It's hookah billiards for Homeland. And this might be Valkyrie's only chance to try and take a round back. Hookah is one of the most dominant sites on the map, and look at the tools that the defense is bringing. They've got smoke. They've got Maestro. They've got the same amount of plant denial Valkyries is bringing in those, early hookah defenses. The question is whether or not they will be able to use them right. They've also got the Aruni doubling up on that denial. Maestro placement a lot better. You can see that default plant spot as well. Got Jaeger. And yeah, again, for that utility denial. They've got a Cade. Cade will be pivotal, making sure what Strona did doesn't happen to them.
Yeah, and Homeland can kind of sit back and take a couple rounds if they possibly need to at the latest. But what they're bringing in terms of operators, like you mentioned, Kaid, Maestro, Aruni, Smoke, it does set itself up for success. We're not seeing, or we can't really see a Hall of Fame take. Possibly an Aqua take is going to be hard as well because that wall is going to be electrified. So now where is Valkyries going to go? Are they going to go for possibly a window take here? Just a straight on hookah take? We see this window being broken up. Ancient One possibly trying to catch a rotate. Nothing there as well. Homeland no better than that. Still, it is going to be the catch the roamer style tag along. No Jackal in play. Instead, it's going to be Zero and Lion, whose main goal is to try to really corral any roamers who are just hanging out.
Yeah, I don't really know what the push is shaping up to be so far. Astra also doesn't have hard breach charge, yet she is the one clearing over towards penthouse side of things. Normally when you see a buck on this site, it's to take control of Sunrise and buck up from below to clear stuff like Cocktail and behind the hookah bar and those important anchor positions. But I digress. Val will get the first frag from the big window onto Ava, the star performer, one of the star performers for Homeland so far. She got a triple kill in the round just prior, but she will have no impact on this one.
And 1 minute and 30 seconds left. That Kaid Claw still active, still just making sure that there is just no angle in sight, but Ancient One trying to find it, and there we go. Will we see Zeal walk on over and find some sort of angle onto the site to allow an attack? They're all the way on over in Penthouse. They're going to have to drop, make their way over, and the clock is still ticking. The longer this goes on for Valkyrie, even though they have taken Ava out, the defense have set themselves up so strong that attacking this site in the last 30 to 15 seconds is going to be such a struggle. 1 C4 in Texas hands, 3 smoke canisters in the hands of Dyer, who has been just lights out in terms of supporting. You're lying down. The odds are kind of against you for Valkyries, and that's not counting the 6-0 match point.
I thought the text just got misdroned for a sec, but her shots will reveal her location, dealing a lot of damage to Psyche. She's full blind. Here's the rush from Astro, but no! Tex recovers from the flash just in time. She's stuck behind the bar, but she'll shoot the air jab, but that's enough of a distraction for Ancient One to find the kill. Back to a 3v3. Valkyries finding the equalizer. That is extremely important, but look at the time. 12 seconds left. Secret going downstairs. She has the Evil Eyes at her disposal. She could just kill the planter just like this. The smoke canisters are coming out from Dyer as well. This plant might be impossible. There's 3 seconds. You gotta go for it, Valkyries. Where's Ancient One? She's getting a kill instead of going for the plant. Unable to push in. The defense will win off of time, and it is a 7-0 flawless win for Homeland.
Well, I said that I didn't think we were going to see a Goo Goo Dolls style map. I was right, but not in the way that I would think. That was a dominant performance by Homeland, and Valkyries, unfortunately, going down to 500, going down to 1-1. They are still ahead in terms of other teams, but that isn't something that you think of in terms of record. That is just something that really sticks with you as a team, going down 7-0 against Homeland Nova.
Yeah, getting 7-0'd is never a pleasant experience, no matter who you're going up against. So hopefully Valkyries goes back to the drawing board for that one. But Homeland Nova can definitely take that win with their heads held high. It wasn't Valkyries looking significantly weak, although there were a couple rounds where I would definitely go back and scrutinize those if I were the Valkyries players. But Homeland played extremely well. I'm trying to think. No, there was really not a single round in which they didn't have the control. They set the pacing, they had the momentum, and they dictated the entire match. And that's normally what you see from a 7-0. So Homeland, incredible gameplay today. Coastline looking like their map, looking like they might even be able to take Goo Goo Dolls on it.
Yeah, I mean, that is something we can only speculate towards the future, because we're out of matches tonight. This has been the last one that we have seen. It's been an eventful one once again on the second half. Me and Santos just
Rip
boy,
Marvin.
yeah,
Rip the homie.
we're struggling in out here. We got Marvin struggling in terms of camera internet. I've got this frickin' thing I had to turn it off and swap microphones halfway through because it kept just jumping up levels for some reason. Like,
It was weird.
I don't know what it is about this later half of Eris, but I hope next week, because we are not going to be here next week, that whoever has that later half just does not bestow the curse of technical problems.
Yeah, I'm praying for everyone else's sake that
Crow does not want to be here.
it's not that. It's just, having to call upon a sub
Yes.
always means there's trouble to begin with. So best of luck to Eris in the next week. So like we said, next week is when the games will be had. 7 p.m. EST is when they start. So tune in again next week on Thursday for more games. And, well, we'll see you then.